H4 in the morning. Hello. And I have two special guests, none other than Miss Hamerman and Miss Snyder, or Miss Hare, sometimes people still call her that. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you. Happy to be here.
Yay. Well, can you first start out by letting us know what you teach at H4 and your favorite thing about H4?
Well, I'm Miss Hamerman. I teach third grade. I've taught third grade for a while. And my favorite thing about H4 is all of the close relationships and the close community that we have with our scholars. I love when scholars come to visit, even when they pop into my Zoom. It's my favorite thing getting to see all my old kiddos.
I'm Miss Snyder, very recent. I teach second grade. My favorite thing about H4 is because I've been here so long, I've gotten to see how scholars grow throughout the years, how families grow throughout the years. I've had siblings. So my favorite thing about H4 is just seeing scholar growth in all of their classes throughout the years.
Amazing. That's so nice. In the theme of teaching and faves, I am going to have you two do a scavenger hunt. So for all those kids out there, when they do the scavenger hunt for you, now it's my turn to do it for them. So when I say go, you're going to find something that represents a favorite teaching moment. Could be this year, whatever you want, but something that represents a fave teaching moment. And it's going to be very quick. I'm only going to give you 5 seconds. Ready? Go. 5, 4, 3. Let's see if they can do it. 2, 1. All right, we're gonna go with Miss Snyder first. I feel like she's ready. What did you get?
I got a read aloud because read aloud is not only just my favorite component, but I recently did a read aloud for all of H4, and it's one of my favorite things to do at H4 is pop into people's classrooms and do a little read aloud for them.
So I have a picture. This is a picture from Michigan last year. And
oh yeah, I know what day that is.
Yep. So we earned an F&P Hollywood celebration for we earned like bookmarks from doing a really good job in guided reading, and we earned this like awesome Hollywood celebration, and we got to sit on beanbag chairs and watch a movie and eat popcorn, and it's one of my favorite memories from all of my years at H4.
Miss Hamerman, I fondly remember that because Susquehanna came in right after Michigan.
Rockstar readers in Susquehanna and Michigan, always.
Amazing. That's why we have you guys on. Didn't you know? Planned it out. Okay, well, before we get into some more talk about reading, we're going to look at the scholars of the week for this week. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
All right, here they are. Congratulations, Scholars of the Week.
Awesome job.
Great
Very
job.
proud, very proud of you. All right, November, our focus is reading. So, Miss Snyder, what do you love about reading?
I love being transported into a different world or learning about something that I didn't know before. Whenever I read fiction books, I really love the Harry Potter series. So I love being transported into a wizarding world. Or when I'm reading nonfiction, I love learning about all different things I didn't know before.
I can totally relate. And Miss Hamerman, reading, we talk about it a lot. We do it a lot, do it every morning. It's really important. Why is it so important?
Well, I think there's a lot of reasons that reading is important, but I think a major thing is that if you can't read, there's so many other things that you can't do. So reading really opens so many doors for you, right? Like number stories. You have to be able to read to be able to do a number story. You want to put a piece of furniture together, you got to read the directions, right? You want to cook something, you need to follow the recipe, you have to be able to read. And so it's just such an important fundamental skill because without it, there's so many things that you would have so much trouble doing. So it opens so many doors for you once you're able to read. Not to mention, if you know me, you know I love reading. And so I love a good story. And what I love about reading stories instead of watching is you get to make your own mind movie. So you can picture it how you want it to be, which I also think is super cool.
Amazing. I completely agree. Our second round of F&P testing is going to come right after the Thanksgiving break for scholars. And so this question is for both of you. What advice do you have for scholars and families in terms of preparing for that?
I would say for Thanksgiving break, make sure you set aside time to read every single day and make sure that family read to you and you also ask questions about the book. So really understand what's going on, thinking about those fiction thinking jobs and nonfiction thinking jobs.
Yeah, I completely agree. I like to read every night before I go to sleep. That's my time to read. And so making that part of your routine over a break, like having that reading time every single night where you get together as a family and you're reading and talking about what you're reading, I think that's super important because it's a great way to like bond with your family as well.
And you guys probably experienced, I know I did when I was younger, like I didn't really necessarily love reading all the time. I would rather be doing some other things. So like, what would you tell both families and scholars, like if that is, when they're trying to get out of like not really finding anything they really like in terms of reading, but no, we really need to do reading because it's good for us?
Well, I think one thing is definitely finding something that you do love to read. There's so many books out there. We have the New York Public Library app. We have Epic. There's so many books out there that there's something for everyone, right? So think about the things that you really enjoy and find a way to read about it. That's what it takes. It takes one really good book to really make you love reading.
Thank you. On to our activity for the kids. So welcome to my office. Here we are. And
I feel like I'm back at H4.
It looks just like your H4 office.
That's what I was going for. I was trying. We got some books over there, some good books. Last week we did have reading trivia. It was a lot about libraries. And our winner, Jasleen J from HPNP.
What?
Amazing.
Awesome, Jasleen.
Jasleen, that is amazing because these questions, they were pretty tough. There are the answers from last week. So Jasleen, amazing job. Reach out to your teachers. Let them know that you've won a virtual one-on-one with anyone in the school. An amazing job. These are some facts about libraries I didn't even know. So that is very impressive. This week's challenge is a scavenger hunt. And here are the rules. You need to find 2 out of the 3 items here and submit your picture to sah4.mainoffice@saschools.org for a chance to win. So 2 out of the 3 items, you have best book you've read. And so if you don't have the physical book, you could like write it down on a piece of paper, draw a picture of something that happened, just so we know what book it is. A person you like to read with the most. Hopefully you can snuggle up with them and take a pic. Or your third option is a book with a funny character, like a book that you think is like just such a funny character. Again, if you don't have that book, you can draw it or write it out. If you don't have the physical book, take a picture with that. Again, 2 out of the 3 for a chance to win. Do you guys have any sneaky suspicions out there of who might win this?
I'm thinking about I'm like, I just read a book with a really funny character. Maybe I'll win.
Ooh, so challenge. Miss Hamerman has put the challenge out there.
Let's see who can beat me.
I think it might be a 2nd grade scholar.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
3rd grade, baby.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see those pictures come in. I'm hoping it's like person you like to read with the most and the book all at once. So cute. We're going to wrap up our show. But before we go, of course, you guys just talked about how much you love reading, that you do it all the time, that it's so good for you. Can you please give us book recommendations for our school?
For anyone who's ever been in my class knows that my favorite book to read is Holes. I love this book. It has amazing, funny characters. It has a really good storyline. And I like any book that has some sort of mystery because I like to try to figure it out before the people in the book do.
Everyone who's ever been in Susquehanna knows Kevin Henkes is my favorite scholar author. He writes the funniest books with the funniest characters. And my favorite book of all is Lily and the Purple Plastic Purse.
Oh, you do love that book.
Yes, you love that book.
So get your fingers on a copy of that book because it will have your whole family laughing.
Awesome. So 2 great book recommendations. Again, thank you so much, Ms. Hamerman and Ms. Snyder, for being with us today, taking time out of your busy schedules to join us. I hope everyone has a happy Friday and a great weekend.
Thanks for having us. Happy reading.